Hey y'all, it's Diane with Shawcraft One and my old barn door, and I'm working on my Holly Hobby Journal, and so I wanted to show you guys something. It doesn't have really anything to do with the Holly Hobby Journal. However, I'm using some of it in the Holly Hobby Journal, so that's why I have it sitting here. But I had a customer who contacted me on Etsy, and she had seen this digital in my So Quilty digital kit in my Etsy store, and she said that she loved it and she wanted to know if she could ask for a digital custom order, and I told her of course. And so she said she'd like to have 5 to 6 pages of quilted backgrounds like this, and so I told her I'd be glad to do those for her. So I just wanted to share it with you guys so that you would know that they're there. And I was just going to show you a couple of things that I have done with them to give you some ideas of things that you can do with them as well. So this is the first page, and again, it's the same one that's in my So Quilty digital kit, but with this kit you're going to get 6 background sheets of the quilted look for a background. Plus, I figured while I was at it working on digitals, I would just add some more. And so I did an embroidery kit in there as well. So I was going to show you both the kits. So this is the first page of the quilted backgrounds, and I believe that's what it's called in my Etsy shop. It's just called Quilted Backgrounds. So this is page 1. And then of course, you know, I had to add some chenille in there. So I did a quilted page of my chenille pieces that I got from Laura at Laughing Dogs Book Nook. And then I did this page. And the cool thing about these is these pages can go any way you want them to go. So there's that one. And then the customer said her favorite color was blue. And she told me to go and look on her profile picture to show me what kinds of blues. And so these were the kinds of blues that she loved. And so I did a whole page just for her with the blues. And actually, this may have turned out to be my favorite one because I absolutely love the way it turned out. So that's page 4. This one is page 5. Hopefully y'all can see those okay. And then I did like a bright floral to add a little contrast and add something different. And did some messy stitching on this one. So that is the 6th one. So those are the background pages that you get in the kits. And then for the embroidery kit, let me see what I named it. Okay, it's just called Vintage Embroidery. And so what I did is I had a bunch of embroidery pieces, and so I just took those pieces and I scanned them in, and then I took them into my Photoshop and did a little work on them to make them a little clearer. Like this one had, like, you could see wrinkles from the fabric that it was on and everything. So I pulled it into Photoshop and I cleaned it up so that you get a good clean embroidery piece. So there's this one, and then there's this one. Now these I just printed on regular 20-pound cardstock. That's what I offer in my shop as far as my digital kits are printed on. Nope. It's not 20-pound. It's 110-pound cardstock. I don't know why I said 20. I'm thinking 20-pound is my copy paper. But it just is, it's Georgia Pacific. I get it from Walmart. I get this cheaper at Walmart because this pack has 150 sheets in it, and I pay around $6 for it. Whereas if you get your cardstock from Hobby Lobby or the craft stores, you get like 50 sheets for, I don't know, $8.99 or something. So it's cheaper to get it this way. So that's a little tip for you guys. But anyway, that's the copy paper that I've printed it on. So here's the next one, and it just has the little floral flourishes. and then the sweet little butterfly in the center there. Then the next one is a double print of that butterfly one. It actually was on a pillowcase, and it had, you know, these floral patterns and butterflies all the way across, so it was super pretty. So this one, again, I pulled into my Photoshop program and did a little cleanup on it to take out wrinkles and make it a good clear image for you. Then there's this one, and this one has two images on it. This image is a basket with the flowers embroidered in it, and then it's got the little bow. I don't know if you guys can see it good on camera, but it's got like the cream or yellow colored little bow with a flower flourish up here. And then there's this half doily, and I made it in a smaller size so that you can use it in different ways from the next one, which is the doily again, but I made it in a large size so that it gives you options of different ways that you can use it. Now, I didn't bring this one into Photoshop and take out the wrinkles because I actually like the texture that is showing in the doily pattern, so I left it. I didn't want to do anything to it on the Photoshop program because I actually like the way that looks. And then you have this one, which is a kind of a peachish colored background, and it's this bird embroidered. It's on a limb with flowers. Really, really pretty, and I love the way it turned out. So you have that one, and then I made a larger one of the basket, so you would have other options to do with it as well, and you can size them, you know, however you want to when you print them, so that it gives you options as far as you know, what you can do with them. And this one as well, I did not do anything on Photoshop with. I'm not sure if it's showing up on camera, but I loved the texture of the background that it was on. It was actually on a really thick canvasy type material, almost like a towel, but it wasn't a towel, so I'm not real sure, but I really liked the texture, so I wanted to leave that texture in there for you guys. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in the embroidery kit. So they're really inexpensive. I didn't, you know, I'm not trying to break the bank or anything, but I figured, you know, while I was working on it, I might as well put some other things in there for you guys to play with. So these two kits are in my Etsy shop if you guys want to go check them out and play around with them. But I was going to show you, I went ahead, I wanted to do some of these embroidery pieces in my Holly Hobby Journal. That's why I pulled this over here. So this is actually one of the biggest Holly Hobby Journals I've ever created. It's huge. But anyway, I was going to show you a couple of things that I did with them, because then I'm going to put these in to my Holly Hobby Journal. So I took one of the sheets, or a couple of the sheets, and I cut them down into tags. And so I have a couple of different ways that I did it here, and I'll show you. These are the chenille pieces, and I cut it down into a tag, and then I embossed it. And I don't know if you can, I know you can see the embossing on the back. All right, camera, don't be messing with me. There we go, sorry. But I embossed it because it gives it kind of a quilty look when you do the embossing on it. I think you can see that one a little better. So those are the chenille ones. Here's one of the quilted ones that I've embossed. So super cute little tags. So I took them and I just cut out, you know, different size little tags that I can have to use in different journals or as thank you gifts in my packaging, things like that. So they turned out really super cute. And even the little tiny pieces, you know, you can make a tag out of and use it in a journal. There's one of the quilted pieces. And then some of them, I just did the rounded corners, and I'll take a piece of ribbon and put a bow there and maybe a button, or you can punch a hole. But these are embossed as well. So I did embossing on some of them, and I used different patterns. And then some of them I didn't emboss. Some of them I just left plain, like, whoops, like this one. There's no embossing to this one, but it still makes it such a super cute little tag. And this is probably one of my favorite ones. I love the way this tag came out. Love those colors together. There's one of the chenille ones. I love the way this one came out too. I love that the way you can see the stitching on the edges of the tag. And again, these I did not emboss. So I just wanted to show you that you don't have to have an embossing folder to make them look really, really cute. And then I made some bigger ones because I have some really big pockets in my Holly Hobby journal. I love the way this one turned out too. It almost looks like I sewed all the way around the journal card actually, but it was just the way I cut it out. And I don't think I even did that on purpose. I think, you know, it was just kind of one of those happy accidents. So there's tags. You can either do embossed tags or you can just do regular tags, and they turn out really, really cute. And then some other things that I did with them, like I just made a little square piece. You can use this as a pocket in a journal. You can use it as a journaling card. You can make a tag out of it. But just the little extra pieces that I had, I keep those because you know, there's all kinds of things you can do with them. And if I don't use this as a pocket or a tag or something like that, I will rip it and use it in my collage pieces. And then another thing that I did with it is I made this little envelope. And then after I made the envelope, it's like a little coin envelope. It just doesn't have the top flap. So I just punched out a hole to make it easier for you to pull things in and out. But after I made the pocket, I decided I wanted to emboss it. And so I just poked the whole pocket into my embossing folder, and it turned out really well. I don't know if you can see the embossing on there. I think you can. And then I just put one of those little fabric tags that I made on one of my previous videos, and I just tucked it down into the little embossed pocket, and it turned out super cute. So you can make pockets out of it. Then I also made a tag with a pocket because I had this little extra piece left over. So I just glued this on down here at the bottom to make it a little pocket on a tag. And then I stuck it in my embossing folder, and I embossed both pieces. So you can see on the back, it's kind of like it's a quilting embossing folder. So it went perfect with these. And then I just tucked in one of the little word dictionary cards or word cards, vocabulary cards, whatever you want to call them. And then I tucked in one of those cute little tiny fabric tags that I made on that previous video as well. Oops. And I bent my fabric over when I tucked it in the pocket. So that one turned out super cute. So there's another idea. Now this you can use as a tag in a pocket. You can actually use this as a floating pocket, or you can actually glue it onto your page and make it an actual pocket. So I was just going to kind of show you. Now my Holly Hobby journal is not finished. Let me scoot some of this over. But I am at the decorating stage, so I know my sweet friend's going to be super excited, but I just wanted to get to a couple of pages and kind of show you what I meant. So with this one, you can either tuck it down into a pocket, you can paper clip it on the side of a page and make it a floating pocket, or you could actually, I'm just trying to find a page here real quick. You could actually, you know, glue it down 2 sides, or you could put it on this side and glue 3 sides and make the pocket come out this way. You know, and so, or you can glue just 2 sides and make it a top loading pocket. So lots of different options that you can do with that piece as well. Then another idea that I came up with was for a little booklet cover. You know the little booklets that I was making with my leftover printer paper after I print my orders out, and I put my sprays on it. And so I put the little booklet together, and then I thought, I just went kind of crazy with my embossing folder. And so I thought, ooh, I'm going to emboss that. And so I put the whole little booklet into my embossing folder and I was shocked that it went through it, but it did, and it embossed the whole thing. So if you open it up, I put a little pocket here from a little piece that I had left over from one of the sheets and made a pocket out of it. So I just tucked a little tag in there, and then see how it embossed even the pages as well, which I think is super cute, because you can still write on these, or you can use them as photo mats. These would be really, really cute as photo mats. Oh my goodness, there's a little gnat flying around in here. Yeah, so, and then in the back, I had another extra little piece left over, so I made a little pocket in here, and then I tucked one of those little tags that I did the little tickets when I did that video with the little tickets that I cut up, the fabric tickets. So there is another idea, and this will be super cute in a pocket. Let me see if I can find a pocket real quick. I know I have some in here. See, wouldn't that be super cute in a pocket like that? Just adorable. So you can make little booklets with them. And then I had another idea to make like little library cards. Now, a lot of times, you know, people will use just the plain, regular little library cards in the fronts of their books. But as you can see with the size of this book, I'm going to need a much larger library card if I do a library pocket. But these, you know, they don't have to be used like library cards in the front or the back of your journal, which that would be cute there, but I would have to add some stuff with it. But anyway, so I just took, you know, a piece and cut it and made a little library pocket, glued the pocket together, and then I put it in my embossing folder and embossed it as well. And then I just made this cute little tag to tuck down in there. And the same with this one. But this one I did not emboss. I left it plain so that you could see what they look like both embossed and plain. And then I took one of the other little fabric tags that I made on my previous video and just tucked it down into that little pocket. My little fabric piece wants to curl up on me there. So there is a little library pocket that you can use them with. However, you can also make these floating pockets in your journals, or you can make them an actual pocket on the page as well. So I'll kind of show you. I love, love, love. Look, isn't this wallpaper so stinking cute? I love it. One of my sweet friends sent it to me as a gift. I believe it was Selena. Okay, so here's a pocket. So wouldn't that be cute? Just slid down in there as a, you know, just tucked into the pocket. Or you could actually take it. I don't think I want to put it on that page because it's not going to look good on that page. But, you know, you could take it and you could paper clip it on to a page and have it be a floating pocket. Or you can, again, you know, either size can be a floating pocket. Or you can, you know, glue them down and make them a pocket that's attached to a page. So anyways, just kind of wanted to give you guys a heads up that those are in my shop and they are available to you. This is actually the doily that's in that embroidery kit. So I'm going to use some of the embroidery pieces in here too, but I don't have them cut up yet to be able to show you. Let me just take a peek real quick at what I have. Let's see. Where are we on our time? Okay, we're okay on our time, so we're good. And this one you can make as big or as little as you want it as well. But I was just going to show you. Now, where did it go? I had my doily there. That's my doily piece. Isn't that so pretty? And I was very pleased with the way it came out. I mean, it turned out very similar to the actual doily. Hopefully my lighting's okay and you can see that good. But yeah, I just thought it would be super cute. So I was going to cut this out and bring it into this side of the journal. This is the second signature of the journal. So I'm not going to cut it out right now because I don't want to take the time to do it on video. But you know, you could actually take either the larger one. I think the larger one's too big, so let me find the smaller one. So you could take the smaller one, and you could actually cut it out and then you put it on the edge of a page, and it can be a tuck spot or whatever you want to do with it. So, and you can even do that with the little basket one, or you know, you can put the basket one as a topper at the top. You can rip these up and use them in clusters. So many different ways that you can use these. So I hope you guys enjoy them and have fun with them. I will leave the link to my Etsy shop in the comment box below, and I'll also try to link each item or each kit in there as well, so make it a little easier for you to find it. But actually, I don't think I have to do that because I've got them both favorited. So when you go to my shop, you should see them on the first page. So I'll link my Etsy shop, and if you have any comments or questions, leave them in the comment box below. Don't forget to like the video if you don't mind, and subscribe if you have not yet and you want to see more videos like this and lots of other fun videos. You can hit the notification bell. Okay, see, here's one of the embroidered pieces that I scanned for you, and I made a little pocket out of it in her little journal here. So it turned out super cute. This is a little pocket. But anyways, don't forget to hit the notification bell if you want to be notified when I upload more videos. And yeah, leave me any comments or questions you have below. And thanks for watching. Hope you guys have a great evening. Big hugs.